Arthur Smith, head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, here on the Rich Eisen Show. Ever since Cordarrelle Patterson came out of college, Coach, the words associated with him were upside potential that you clearly have tapped into in a way that he has not had it tapped into in previous stops. When did you first have this idea that Cordarrelle could do it all, essentially, for your team?
Really, when we signed him. So we had a vision for him, and there's stuff that we practiced with him in the spring. And as you know, we built those packages during camp. They look pretty good. And obviously, we were really vanilla in the preseason, trying to build the depth of the roster. And then, as we got in the regular season, it really was down in Tampa that it started to take shape. And then obviously, what we know, the way that game ended in the fourth quarter was ugly, but we knew that it was going to break through. And he made some big plays in that Giants game, and then the Washington game here. He kind of went off, and your guy, the Mattrel, is feeding the ball. So.
Arthur, come on, Arthur, don't feed into it.
Excuse me. He may feed the animals. It's his zoo right here. Come on now.
You made his week, Coach.
You really did. You really did. To use it in the form of a sentence too, Coach.
Wow.
My gosh,
yeah.
That's great. Did you bring it up to him? Did you bring it up to him at any point?
Yeah, I mean, that's what and I think he's running with it. So we just got to get it on his cleats.
That's what he said right after he found Cordarrelle towards the end of the game against the Saints. He went up top, and then that was a huge play for you that got your kicker out on the field for the winner. He screamed at you, "I'm the Mattrel," right? That's what he did. Pounded
That's
his
pretty
chest.
much what he said. It was loud in there, but I pretty much saw the same thing you did. You just kind of lip reading, whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I heard.
Oh, man, I love when guests give me what I want. It's just it's terrific. There is an I in Rich and Eisen. I am a team player, but I love it. I do love seeing that stuff, man. And so how has this been part of your vision? What Ryan up top to Patterson, right? Like, this is what you're trying to draw up in big time moments of big time games, and seeing it in front of you against the Saints. How does that propel your team in your estimation, Coach?
Well, like all our guys, I mean, we have a really unselfish team. So we're right in the middle of it, and it's where you want to be. You want to be playing meaningful games in the middle of November or early November as you get into December. And so, we're good with where we're at. We feel like we can play a lot better, and we need to. But very pleased. I mean, this is a fun group to coach. We've had guys step up in big moments. I don't think there's been a better clutch kicker in the league this year than Younghoe Koo. We've had different guys make plays in big moments. So very pleased, and hopefully we just keep improving.
Arthur Smith here on the Rich Eisen Show. And so Kyle Pitts and his development, where can he get better in your estimation so far?
Yeah, there's a lot of places.
Like what?
Kyle's got the right mindset. I mean, just the little nuances of route running, and he's such a quick learner. And then, as guys make the transition into the NFL, I mean, they quickly realize that everybody's fast in the NFL. And these guys, there's some really smart players and smart coaches on the other side. And, it's a week to week. And it's probably what I think surprises rookies is the mental challenge to prepare yourself week to week. That is what can exhaust some guys, and that's what you're trying to fight, that fatigue. But with Kyle, like he's really, really mature for just turning 21. And all the little nuances that he picks up on pretty quick. He's made some really big plays for us and critical moments, and I think he's just scratching the surface.
Can you give me an example of the nuance or the preparation?
Sure. Early in the year, and just how you're playing versus man, and how you want to create separation in your route craft with your releases or your second level releases when you're in the middle part, or how you're going to lean guys to set them up and to have a stem and then have something off it. And that's why he's able to win on the outside when he gets pressed. It's why he's able to win in the middle of the numbers, whether he's running a crossing route or an outbreaking route, and he's getting open and making key plays. And sometimes in college, if you're just bigger and faster, you can just run by people. But everybody's fast here. They know they study your route tree. But he's come up big, whether it's in Miami, and he's had big moments in just about every game.
How about force feeding him in the red zone more? Coach. How about making sure he scores more touchdowns?
You can try that, and if you want to be obvious and let people take people away, but we got a lot of people that score. I mean, there's a reason that Olamide Zaccheaus has got 3 touchdowns because we preach unselfish play. It may make some fantasy football GMs, angry at me, but that was the way we played in Tennessee. And then some guys just naturally, they take over, but very pleased. I mean, when one guy draws attention, you better be able to go somewhere else. Otherwise, you got no plan. They can take you away.
I hear you, but Kyle Pitts is
the only one.
Yes, I do, Coach. I'm just walking through the front door. I'm walking through the front door. Yes, I do.
Well, at least you're transparent. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit more in the end zone is all I'm asking for, because he's got that ability. He can high point it. He can, as you say, create the space. He can do all sorts of stuff like that. I'm just trying to talk his game up to the coach. No,
I hear you.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.